Evidente.
Yeah, again, something happened. Last night I had a dream. I woke up and I was so tense and so holding energy somehow in the body, and it was about vaccination. I was feeling, and then this strong tension. And later on, I dreamt a lot about violence. So I feel my system is really quite shaken here. So the moment with this.
How's life now?
It's like, it's like either the sun or this tension, the sun out of the heart, and the sun is much better than the tension. Yes. Yeah, it's like last time I had a picture of, when the heart is a window, there was there was stones, and then the sunshine came through slowly, and it's opened more right now. Yes.
Thank you. Anna Katrina.
Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Anna Katrina.
So for me, it's more and more difficult to deal with this whole situation. And what I feel, there's coming up so much rage and fear and Ohnmacht. I don't know the English word, Ohnmacht. And
Yeah, and not just. Is that correct translation?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I find it so difficult. It's,
I understand. You know, in one way, it's beautiful to see what's going on and be clear and seeing, wow, this is, what your deepest knowing is. But in a way, your function is here to just be peace and not lose your sense of humor. Not always easy in this time. It's crazy times, my God. It's right before this meeting, I read an article where, like, in Perth, they've shut down the whole of Perth for one case.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people go, yes, that's so good that we're doing that. And how my mind goes is, wow, like, we know that 50% of tests are false positive. So you just get one false positive and they shut down the country, and they don't measure what consequences there are to that shutdown. Not at all. How many kids get traumatized from not being able to play with other kids? How many marriages break up? How many people lose their businesses, their homes? None of that is, oh, we're just doing a great job that fewer people. And I go, my God. And a lot of people friends of mine, that people that I think would see clearly, don't they believe in it? They believe, wow, isn't it great how we're managing this? And
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's
so
my
I look at it
working.
and
Yeah.
it's what your?
It's my working season again. So I'm visiting all my customers,
Mm,
and it makes it it's so difficult. They're so, yeah, I don't know what to say. They don't know, can they open in 4 weeks? They don't know, does it make sense to buy something for the winter? Uh,
mm,
and
mm,
many times really it breaks my heart. It's,
mm, mm.
and I
Yeah.
don't know, does it make sense to go on with it? Or, yeah, what to do? And nobody knows what to
Mm,
do.
mm. Yeah.
And it's very difficult to stay at peace. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing this, we just here. Let's see if we, like, okay, so this is going on. And the interest is to remain at peace, yeah? Regardless, I mean, at some point we're going to be dying, and it's like, or it's such an interesting dimension. In this dimension, everyone we love is going to die. They can get sick and old. Yeah, so that's life, yeah. So how do we kind of watch this incredible human being story? Yeah, so it's madness in a way, yeah. And still stay as peace. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter, People in the Second World War, even in concentration camps, could somehow they managed, yeah. So we know it's possible. And now it's our turn in these crazy times. I mean, some people describe what's happening as World War III, and I understand it because there's a war going on, and it's, yeah, some people don't see it like that. Some people see it like that. But it's strange times. It's really strange times.
So many times it's so difficult to enjoy something because this whole story is always in the background.
For me, it comes down to, in a way, we can't control what's going to happen. We never have been able to, and we still can't.
Yeah.
And so, and we don't know what anything is good for. We don't. And for sure, it's, I mean, we look at what's happening, it doesn't make sense. And it's, it's like, in a way, it feels, like you said, it's not just, but, then you see things like in Denmark, they try to pass these laws making vaccinations compulsory and that they could arrest people or take people away if they were sick. And the people took to the streets for 9 days and banged pots and pans outside Parliament. And eventually they threw the law out after 9 days of, but nobody reported it.
Yeah.
No newspapers reported, nothing. Yeah. Same thing in Portugal, a high court of Portugal looked at what was going on and found that what they were doing with all these lockdowns and everything was unconstitutional and wasn't based on science, given that the COVID tests are so inaccurate and all that stuff. But again, nobody reports it. So I think, but yet people still go along. It's like, wow, what do people need to get some sense that there's something really crazy going on? But yet, lots of people don't see it. It's just like that. And so all I can do is marvel, I could say like that. Okay, and I know what my job is. My job is to be peace. That's it. That's it. My number one priority. And somehow in the midst of all of this, even when friends that I really love and they think some people think I'm crazy. And it hurts, in a way. But at the same time, I know it's just my job is to be peace, not to get caught up, to feel if pain comes, let it come, let it pierce me. It's okay. I'm just here. I'm not going anywhere. It's like that. So, yeah. Whatever happens, the world can go to hell in a handbasket. I'm not moving. Doesn't mean that touches don't happen, but I just don't go with them, that's all. It doesn't matter how much my system reacts and goes crazy, I'm not moving with it. I'm that which is aware of it. And somehow, that's what my invitation is. And I can see your system takes it and it starts to get more peaceful now, at least to my impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So somehow, I don't know why we have that function, or that somehow seems to be our function or job. I don't know however you want to describe it, but it comes out of this love that we have for what's real, for what's beyond the whole movie, right or wrong or good or bad or highs and lows, or just being that in which it all appears, moment by moment by moment. It doesn't matter how many times we mess up, we come again and we come again. Either business will pick up or it won't. Either we'll starve to death or we won't. Either we'll get vaccinated or we won't. Either people will rise up or they don't. The world is a funny place. It's really funny. It's the way humanity functions is so backwards. And yet you get these pockets where people are so beautiful with each other and doing so many amazingly beautiful things too. You know, and it's funny to say this in a way, but in the West, we've been living at the expense of the third world. I think we know that.
Yeah.
You know, we know that, and now we're getting a taste, in the sense of how the system has been functioning and really messing with billions of people's lives in a terrible way. And it was, in a certain way, it was easy to close our eyes to it or not let it break our hearts. But in a sense, we're getting a little taste of what some people have, I mean, they've experienced much worse in a way. And it's not that, yeah, but it's, in some sense, it's a wake up, I think, you know, it's a wake up and just, okay, come on. Something, you know, it's time for a shift in our way of bringing in that shift is to remain as peace. That's our contribution here. Not take it for granted, not to be blasé about it, but really, this is what we're here for. And when it's time to stand up, if it's time for us to stand up, you know, then we do. Who knows? But at least we stand up as peace, or we sit quietly as peace in every circumstance. And when you meet your customers and they're going through a hard time, you be the peace for them and just say, yes, it is strange times. I get it. I understand it. And yeah. And we hold each other's hands as much as we can in this time. That's all. And it touches so much, you know, that's the opportunity. It really does touch a lot. So fantastic opportunity. Not comfortable, for sure, not comfortable. But peace is always here. And so for me, you know, it's not like pretending that we don't see what's going on. We do see what's going on. But not to let it interfere with our function, what we value the most, yeah. And it is, it's heartbreaking. It's just to see what's going on. Thanks for bringing this on, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah, I
for
love you just bringing it so vulnerably and honestly. Yeah.
thank you for the opportunity to be with you. It's it really
Yeah.
helps.
I'm very happy to hear. Yeah, big hugs and love to you.
Thank you so much, Isaac.
Let's just go to gallery for a moment too, because if you can, just take your view to gallery. And I'd like to just check with the community and just see, did anyone get any value from this inquiry, this time together? Did anyone in the Sangha? So just to see, you'll bring this, it brought value for different people. So it's good to recognize that. We're all in the same boat, Yeah. Okay, thanks, Katrina. I'm going back to be with everybody again. Yeah. Better? Leilani, can you hear me?
Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Still feeling very puffed up, but yeah, starting to improve. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
I apologise for having my camera off, but I was too vulnerable to have it on.
No worries. I'm glad you took care of yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Can we sit together now?
I just wanted to check in with you. Yeah, with pleasure. Once I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I just was happy to see you and that you're obviously feeling better. So, yeah. I love how your system responds to just love flow and life energy. It just
It's beautiful.
it drinks it and it starts to just play and give back and enjoy. It's beautiful.
Dance. Love dance.
Love this love dance. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Love to you.
Love to you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Love to everyone.
Absolutely. Hi. Hi. You've changed your name to Lily on your thing, huh? Liliana.
Did, because my whole surname, you know, it's inherited. How are you?
Yeah, life is as it is. I have no idea how I am. Lord
I
knows
love
that
what
I
you
am.
said before. I love what you said before. Yeah. And that's so true no matter what. Oh.
You know, it's so interesting to watch that. You know, that question, "How are you?" How do we measure? It's like if you ask a television, "How are you?" and if it had to measure itself by the program that was playing on it, or what would it measure itself by? It's what do we measure
I'm honoring
ourselves
you
by?
and your time. Yes, I'm honoring you and your time and your work by saying that, because
Yeah,
we all care about each other, right? So
yeah, and yet at the same time, it's like, you know, it's like,
oh dear. I know what you're
one
trying to
time
say.
I was, yeah. One time I was holding a retreat, and this guy was there, and he was dying of cancer.
Oh,
And another friend came up to him and said, "How are you doing? I heard that you have cancer and that it's serious."
mm.
And he responded. He says, "Look, it's terminal, but it's not serious."
You know, the word cancer doesn't say light. You know? You got to maintain your sense of
I mean,
humor.
yeah.
Strength.
I mean, but it's like that. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm dying, but it's not serious. Yeah. Yeah, and the person was trying. Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, that thing of just like what we have to give each other is our attention. And there's a
Yeah.
way of meeting each other that's just so sweet. It's just loving, you know, and it's not wanting
Pure.
anything back. It's just this pure,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just beauty, and it's honoring, and it's, yeah. So, I mean, in a way, to me, that seems like the biggest gift that we can offer moment by moment like that. So,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Sweetheart.
Do tell, please. I have no idea what's going on. I know it's good.
Yeah, that's all.
There was tangled hay.
We don't need to know what's going on, you know.
Oh.
Just,
Oh. Okay.
yeah. Thanks, Liliana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Judith.
Hi, Isaac. There's a little bit of fear arising to connect. I'm afraid that I will not be able to meet you. So there was a little bit hesitation. But yet there is also a longing to meet.
Yeah, beauty. Yeah, and so, you know, like without any idea of what's supposed to happen, then there's no fear. It's only if there's some idea that it has a special way to be or something.
Yeah, there's always this little girl. Yeah, and the little girl wants to do it right.
Wants to do it right.
Yeah, that's always so, and that's more and more into view.
Beautiful. Yeah, just to see that and says, okay, sweetheart. Yeah, somehow. Old information.
Yeah.
And welcome that little one. It's okay. We see you. No special way to be. And we see what wants to show itself, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is showing itself now. How lucky.
Yeah, and I need to speak it over and over again because it's coming up each time.
Yeah. Yeah. He's old imprints.
Yeah.
How do you sense that my system meets you?
Gentle. Yeah, very gentle.
Mm. And any other qualities?
Yeah, it feels so connected and in tune, and is here. I experience you as fully here with me.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
And what do you don't ask this for nothing, so what do you experience?
In a way, it was just like, it's like through the filter of doing it right. Then when I ask you how I'm meeting you, your attention comes off anything like that that's going on in yourself to me. Or to, and so it just, and the moment you were in that reporting, I could see it was enjoyable for you. It was, and so, and so, to me, it's just like, as I'm meeting you, it's like, I would say meeting the beloved. It is like making love. It's just like energetically just caressing and it's, but it's, in a way, it's like that with life, just meeting life like that. Just, oh, wow. And so, and then I just see how, of course, when we recognize that we're being met like that, it invites something. But it also, like, just meeting nature like that, it also invites this flow, I could say it like that. So, and to be in that flow is just so exquisite. It's just, and it's tantric. It's beautiful. It's just love flow. It's just, it's like when I watch you dancing, that's enjoying the music, and there's not a thought in your mind about doing it right. It's just moving and
but this is really coming up over and over at the moment. It feels as if that little girl is quite close by the last time. And
and beautiful to see. And then it's like to recognize it, but then also to, in a sense, find something more enjoyable. That's more fun. Because otherwise it moves into this thing of trying to solve something or fix something, or that just, there's that you could say old imprint or whatever it is, old trauma doesn't, but then what's more fun right now? Just how sweetly can we meet? And then it's like you don't have to think about it anymore because it's in that other Papaji, that was one of the stories. Like in India, they don't have fences, and if a cow discovers a farmer's field, it's a problem because the cow can do a lot of damage to that farmer's field, and with no fences to keep him out. And they found you can beat that cow almost to death, but it won't stop it going back to that field. The only way to stop it is to give it something more tasty where it lives. Then it doesn't need to go there. So in a way, it's something similar. It's just like, what is the most sweetest from your own experience, just meeting beautifully, then your system, goes with that. It doesn't have to solve anything. It doesn't have to fix anything. Just to see, yes, sure, that child organization, it's had a momentum, and and you see it clearly. It wants to do it perfect or something like that. But once you've looked at it, it's okay. Then, how beautifully can we meet? In my view, anyway. Otherwise, it moves into, we first have to deal with this before we can get to the enjoying part. Haven't found that to be accurate. Yeah, it's interesting how much our systems have this idea that if we chew on something and we really stay with it, that something good will come of it. I mean, I'd see it in myself for sure. I know that. But it's interesting how we arrive at that. Huh? So, actually, what we want is to be at peace and enjoy and love, actually. Yeah.
I need to check. My sense is that it falls back in the old, but I have no clue at this moment.
Yeah. I noticed that my attention kind of drifted.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that had to do with what was happening in you, or just what is happening in me. But yeah, so I don't know if you're just picking up on that my attention drifted. So it's like, anyway, I'm glad I noticed it, and yeah.
So now I get again the feeling that I can't meet you and that something is wrong. Yeah. There it goes again in that
But
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you see,
And
but
it's seen. Yeah.
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 So it's like, who knows where that started, Judith? Whether, like something in your system pulled away or something in my system pulled away. We don't know. All we know is that we notice it now. And yeah, so we just notice it, and then, okay, it doesn't matter how many times we've broken our vows, we come back and meet again fresh. Why carry the past more than we see? Okay, there was a movement. Can we meet each other now, sweetly, vulnerably, beautifully, with the tears or without? So there's tears now, yeah? Related to a thought of not doing it right or something. Okay. That just came on the screen for a moment. Yeah. So, for many of us, there's such a habit of taking it personally what someone else's attention does. I think we can all relate to that, yeah? And in my sense, what we're interested in is, in a sense, learning to give a quality of attention that feels good to us, not dependent on what anybody else is doing or any other circumstance. So here we are. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. What are we interested in? And as we being as true as we can to this interest, what do you notice?
I don't know so well. I don't know. I'm a bit confused.
Yeah.
I can't feel the full. I can't feel the full joy or peace. It's a bit confused.
Yeah, that's okay. But there's an interest, right?
Yeah, there's always this interest. Always.
Okay, cool. And so now there's a refining going on. So there's an interest. And if within that interest, it wants to measure it by an idea, something, anything. So we hear.
I feel despair. Isaac, perhaps better to stop. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So this.
I don't want to take also too much attention. There are a lot of people, and
that's
perhaps
okay.
I come back another time.
You're welcome to do that, Judith, but I also think that there's a value here to explore this. So there's a cycle that I can see.
Yeah.
Because the despair is part of that cycle of trying to do it right. It belongs to that same mechanism. So that idea of doing it right has at its foundation, who's going to measure whether it's being done right? So if we can see that this is not about anybody else telling you whether you're doing it right or not, this is about you finding where it's self-pleasuring, where it's pleasurable for you. Okay, so we're just seeing if we can find another pathway, yeah? So in this moment, is that interesting to find where it's self-pleasuring for you, just like here right now. Not trying to please me, just finding where it's sweet for you. Only for you. Just, how do we, yeah, now, okay, cool. And even when it's just a little bit, that's the right track, you know. Doesn't have to be a great big bang or wow or anything. It's just, oh, wow, this feels tender. Okay. Yeah, there's some pain. Okay, I get it. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're not looking. We're playing. We're exploring. Means curious. So we're exploring, yeah. And exploration is How does it feel good? When does it start to feel good? To you, not to anyone else, just in you. Now you're exploring, yeah? Something's exploring. I can say it like that. To my feeling. Or not. Okay, so now, in that exploring, when you learning anything, learning to walk or learning to draw or learning to play, you try different things. So you just, and you're exploring. And the only authority is just you with you. Others feels good. That's all. Nothing more. Like if you're doing a painting, you make a stripe on the paper. Oh, I like that. Or no, I don't. And you kind of color over it. Whatever. You just play, yeah? So we're playing. Do you have the sense that your system is trying different things?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, good. Far out. So it's exploring. It's engaging in exploration. How beautiful is that?
And still I feel lost. Lost, I
Yeah,
feel.
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's like, I don't know if you've ever
Perhaps
tried
it's
something
that.
new.
Perhaps it's the feeling of feeling lost. Perhaps that's important.
Yeah, not knowing. Yeah, not knowing.
I feel
Like
lost,
just not
Isaac.
knowing.
I feel lost. I just feel so lost.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
understand. No, don't have to be sorry. It's just like you can't help that. Yeah. So feeling lost comes up,
Yeah.
and you can see it. Yeah, yeah. So now, feeling
And
lost
it feels so
come up on the
young.
screen.
It feels so young, Isaac. This feeling of lost.
Yeah. So one possibility is that we look at this feeling lost as something that we need to deal with,
No, it's just being here.
or
Yeah.
we notice that feeling lost came. We didn't ask for it. It just came by itself.
Yeah.
We recognize it. You could name it. Okay. And then it's coming up in the context of
Yeah.
exploring,
Yeah.
meeting this moment as the beloved.
Yeah.
There's a breath. Feeling your bum on the chair. Is there any pleasure in the way that I meet you?
Not so much. Not so much.
Not so much. Okay. Okay. That's honest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a noticing of that, and then it moves on. Now, where's it now? Where's it now? Because it's always changing, yeah.
Yeah. Now there's a little bit more pleasure.
Yeah, good. So that's, in a sense, that's in my view, that's the cow learning. Wow, it's nice right here. Cool. Don't have to go anywhere. More pleasurable?
Yeah. More pleasurable.
Yeah. It changes so quickly, hey? From one moment to the next. It's just like,
It didn't change quickly, but it changed.
in my view, it's very quick. It's like, wow. You know, like some of those, like when things start to loop on themselves, they can really take a dive, or they can, you know, kind of come out quite quick. And this, in my view, came out very quick. So anyway, and for me, I just look at, okay, here I am. If I have any idea that your system has to respond in any way, then I'm leaving myself. As long as I just stay with what feels beautiful to me, your system either comes into resonance with it or it doesn't. But I don't leave myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I notice when your system starts to enjoy, and wow, I'm happy for you. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And I see that your system knows how to, it knows how to meet me in a way that's really pleasurable for itself. And I'm happy to tell you that when it's pleasurable for you, it's really pleasurable for me too.
Yes, of course.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. Because for me, as long as I don't leave me, it stays good here. That's all I know.
Yeah.
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 And I'm sure if we stay here, it might cycle back through a few more loops of this. It's just how the nervous system learns. It's not a big deal. It's just what it does. Doesn't mean it. In fact, I just think it's part of the learning process. So it doesn't mean anything about anyone.
I must be willing to bring this loop over and over again.
It's really.
Yeah.
I don't think it has. I don't think we have much control over it in a certain
No,
way.
I don't have.
Yeah.
I only feel that it is
does
quite strongly in view. It is quite strongly repeating itself at the moment. Yeah. And then lucky when there is a little moment of peace and joy. Grateful for that.
That is lucky.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying with me and
thank you,
taking the
Isaac, for your
opportunity.
patience. Thank you.
To me, it doesn't feel like patience. It just feels like, yeah, I gotta say. Yeah, I have to find different words in patience because it honestly doesn't register as patience here. It registers to me as meeting a mechanism sweetly, gently, with an invitation. And that's what I'm here for. I love it. So it's not like I'm waiting for something to happen. It's just meeting it like that is what's beautiful here. So, yeah.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because if I'm being patient and I'm somehow you doing something wrong, I mean, there's a lot hidden in that. Just the idea of me being patient,
Yeah,
which
that's
isn't
true.
true for me.
Yeah. Then it goes again actually to that same loop. Huh?
Exactly,
I did it wrong. I had to do it right.
Exactly.
I should do it right, and
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
it wrong.
So, like I said,
and it's the same loop.
And
actually.
you can see now it's going.
Yeah.
It's the same loop, but it's not going into it like it did before.
Yeah.
It sees it, and it's coming
Yes.
out again quicker.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful, in my view. This is exquisite.
Yeah. Now I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, let's go to gallery view. I would love to just see if anybody in this community got any value out of this. Did anyone recognize themselves in it and got any value out of that? One or two? Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks. Thank you, Judith. Ina. And then Corolla. Just, no, you came out on the screen. It was taking a little moment.
Yeah.
So as we rest here together, something's changing in the field that we're co-generating and co-inhabiting. Can you sense that?
Yeah, I can sense that. But it's quite
Yeah.
small. It's subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle.
Yeah.
It is subtle. Yeah, yeah. And so we just, we kind of hanging out. You've been going through whatever life circumstance you're going through. I'm going through whatever's here. And, then we
Yeah.
have a chance to just rest together and just allow this, how could I say this, love affair that we've been participating in forever
Yeah.
just to meet itself again. Yeah. So it's, and life brings up everything. I mean, but only everything.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that comes to speak?
And slowly, I feel the heart is opening more and energy is flowing more. And my heart is opening up to you. Like, what a sweetheart you are. That feeling. Yeah. And the body is quite tired, but I'm fine with that. I can just let it be. Yesterday evening, I went to my own house. So my brother came back from hospital yesterday in the afternoon. So I thought I'd leave them alone, but he is still very weak. So I said, you can phone whenever you need help.
Yeah.
But it feels very good to just be in my own space again. And to just leave things for a while. Yeah.
Thanks, Ina.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you. I think I said Corolla. Did Corolla have her hand up? Sorry. Did you have your hand up before Corolla?
You asked who had value from that, and
Okay, good.
I lifted two hands, but it's fine. It's fine that I have a chance to sit with you.
Okay, good. And then afterwards, Susanna can have a chance. Okay.
Can I have a chance?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
How's it for you to meet like this, Kerala?
Sweet and warm, and tightnesses are opening up.
Oh, okay, yes, because it feels quite wide and big, and just keeping an opening like that. It's lovely.
Yes, it feels. Yes, it feels quite wide and
Mm. Thanks for telling me. That's, yeah.
when you speak of peace, there's always a little rebellious part in me. And this part is telling me I have the idea I should more often leave the comfort zone of peace. I should more often show myself in what I think and what I am feeling. Simply be human. Not only being openness, but also being human. And so there are, and both is right. I should leave the comfort zone and risk a little bit of fight for perhaps, I don't know, or risk a little bit openness, whatever happens then, and not to stay in a wrong peace. Do you understand?
Of course, of course.
It can be a
my
false...
feeling is that that's the maturing, like as the being grounded in being sovereign, not needing anything from anyone, then that capacity just arises to speak like that and to honor the humanness, because it's not concerned anymore with whether how that will be received or not. It's just being itself authentically. Yeah. But to me, it doesn't feel, to say it's, I hear how you speak it. It's like there's an excitement to step out of hiding.
Yes.
Or,
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And so that's coming alive in my view. It's beautiful to come alive like that. Yeah.
Yes, there is a misunderstanding in this word of peace. The excitement of aliveness is is not an opposite to peace.
Exactly. Exactly. No, I'd say it's a maturing of that piece.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That feels a little bit like empowered to do so. I feel a little bit empowered
Yeah. Yeah.
to. Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. But, we make these really, as we keep exploring, like these subtle distinctions start to become really clear, and it makes a world of a difference to be really in life, alive, and participating and relational, and
Yes,
all of
yes,
it.
yes. That is
Yeah.
the if there is a path, it is the path for me to.
Yeah. Beautiful. I like how you speak it. Yeah, that aliveness, that in a way you could say eros even, it's like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's aliveness, it's life energy. It's just
It's
beautiful.
juice, the juiciness.
Juice. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah.
Danke schön.
Oh, danke auch. Thanks. Okay. Susanna, where did you go?
Hi,
Can you
Isaac.
wave your hand, please?
I wave my hand.
Hi. Ah, great. Yeah. Because people's pictures jump around on my screen and I can't.
Yeah,
Where
mine
you
too.
lost, where you aren't anymore.
I'm very touched of what Carola said.
Ah, fantastic.
And I wanted to, I don't know what I want. It's just that I'm ill and I have an infection of the bladder, and it just it's quite for a while now, and it's just getting better, then it's getting worse. And I'm so pissed.
Yeah, it's not. I know they're not so comfortable, those infections. Yeah.
And yeah, there's also looking, what does that want to, what does that mean, or, all that stuff. And I don't want to have it, that's clear. And it
Yes, let's just rest. Let's just rest, if it's okay, and include that area of the body, the bladder, and the I guess that whole area, and just let me feel that with you, and be just present to that. Yeah? At the same time, bring it into relationship, like letting it meet itself in me. So again, we don't have the possibility of touch, but just imagining that I have my hand on your bladder, just on the outside of your bladder, just feeling the warmth of my hand there, just the presence. Nowhere to get to and nothing to experience and not looking for anything, just resting here together. Taking a moment just to stop. As we rest here together like this, what does anything come on your screen? What do you notice sensationally?
Yeah, it's a little bit relaxing, but there's also what comes up again and again. Can I trust? Can I trust? And even if it relaxes there, it's a tightness in the body all around somehow. I noticed there's yeah, it's somehow control and fear.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful that that's showing itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And so just honoring it. Okay, there's control and there's fear. Old friends.
Yeah.
Been around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not wrong, not bad, just functioning from an old frequency or an old, and who knows how many generations that goes back, or we don't know. Yeah, all we know is you're becoming aware of it. That's yeah, it doesn't mean anything about you, just it's coming into view, that's all. Nothing has to be different, just yeah. And then just playing for a moment, and just here we are, meeting each other and resting together, and just is there any way that we can just enjoy each other's company in this moment? Just enjoy each other's presence in the midst of this discomfort. Just having company and without having to be any particular, any particular way, just hanging. resting. Just sensing it in this hanging out and just resting. If something is getting quieter or more activated, just
It's
gently
getting
noticing.
quieter and
Or staying this.
It's also enjoyable to. It somehow it feels love flowing.
Love flowing, yeah, beautiful.
And also tears can be.
Yeah, beautiful. They are release. Yeah, they're welcome.
Yeah. Just release. Also, the hands are getting quite hot right now. So.
It's a good sign. More energy flow in the body too, it feels like. Yeah.
Can you say it again?
More energy flow in the body.
Yeah.
Energy is flowing in the body more. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least that's the way I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like this whole area of the womb is coming alive. You know, the lower belly, everything.
How beautiful, Suvan. Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, life coming back there.
Yeah.
Feels good to me. It's pleasurable, yeah, when it comes alive
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, great. Big hug and love.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks, Susanna. Do you have your hand up, Lara, or that was just your a movement? Okay. No worries. Okay, beloveds and sweethearts. Yeah. Living through these strange times together. What a crazy movie. Love to all, peace to all, beauty to all. Thanks for showing up again and again. Yeah.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Sylvie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye bye.